everyone. Happy Easter. First, want to wish every one of you a very happy Easter. Hope you all had a good Easter yesterday. The weather was nice, and I think you guys would have gone to the park for a change or still studying for 11 class. I hope your parents would have given you little rest from studying from to study yesterday and would have taken you to the park, or you would have gone to your garden, your back garden, your backyard, and just did some work. I can see there are some children who have joined. And today is the last session for the Easter break, and then we'll be back to normal ones every Monday in the evening at 6 o'clock for you guys to relax, come back from school, do a little bit of your homework, and then join us live on every week on a Monday. So we won't stop doing our live sessions now because we have seen that a lot of you have messaged me that you really like them and you don't want them to end after Easter break. So that's good news for you all that these lessons will not be gone, they'll be still there after Easter break. Hello, happy Easter. Just looking at some of the messages you guys are messaging each other. Yes, guys, happy Easter. And as usual, the paper we are going to do maths today and primary challenge math paper. And as usual, the paper can be found in the description of the video in YouTube. If you are on YouTube, you could find that. And if you are on Facebook, I'll try putting it on Facebook also for you guys to have a look. So we will be doing a primary challenge paper today, and I hope all of you like the paper. If you like maths, you will definitely like the paper. First of all, can you guys hear me today? Because I tried fixing up my voice because last week all of you were going on saying that the voice was cracking, and you all could not hear me. But today looks like all of you would be able to hear me. Can you guys hear me? Yes, you can. That's good. So at least I fixed up the voice today. I also could not understand anything last week, what was going on. Perfect. Your sound is good. That's good, Seven. At least you all can hear me because last week all of you were just going on complaining that you couldn't hear me. So if you guys are ready, we can start doing the paper. If you guys are ready, just try showing me a thumbs up. Looks like there are really less of you today. Maybe everybody else is gone and enjoying the Easter weather. Easter Monday, basically. Happy Easter. Same to you. Happy Easter. Are you guys ready? Should we get started? Or you want to wait for some more friends of yours to join in? I think so. It's fine. They might join in afterwards. They must be just enjoying the lovely weather. And you guys are back to school. Are you guys excited to go back to school? Or you still want the Easter break to continue? I know when the school starts, it's like you guys feel like, oh, I hope it's holiday. No, you all just love holidays, don't you? Okay, let's start sharing the screen now and let's start doing some work. So I think so all of you can. I want more break. I know. The next break would be your May half term and then will be your summer term. Okay guys, let's start doing and start writing your answers now all of you. The first one is which of these lengths is the largest? So which of the length you think is the largest? It's 2.4 meters or 0.34 meters, 34 centimeters or 3.4 centimeters or 34 millimeters. What do you think the answer could be for this one? Just keep writing your answers, all of you. So which one you think the answer? You can't see. You want me to zoom in a little bit? I can do that for you. Can you see it now? I've done it again. Just give me a thumbs up if you can see the screen now. Looks like you all can because I can see all of you giving the answers. Can you all see the screen? I know you all are giving me the answers, but can you all see the screen now? Looks like no, you can't see the screen. Mm, let me see what's happening with the screen now because I am doing the screen and I'm sharing the screen with you all. Can you see it now? Let me stop sharing the screen for a minute and then let me share the screen again. And hopefully, you all will be able to see the screen now. It's okay now. Okay. Okay. So the first one, let's do it now. What do you think the answer would be for the first one? So the answer for the first one, let me get my first one. All of you got it right. It's 3.4 centimeters. Sorry, meters. It's A is for the first one. Let me just write some of your answers. And what do you think is for the second one? The second one is now, if you look that, it says, I have 30 counters, some are red and the rest are blue. There are twice as many red counters as there are blue ones. How many red counters are there? So you need to tell me how many counters are there, counters are there. So what do you think the answer is for number two? Good. All of you got the answer. That's D. That's 20. That's your answer for that one. That's 20. So answer for number two is 20. Let me just put down the answers, what you guys are doing. It's 20 is for number two. So number three is now they're asking you about Bert starts his homework at 5:15 p.m. and finishes at 6:05 p.m. During this time, he has a break of 10 minutes. How long does he spend working on his homework? Remember, he starts his homework at starts at 5:15 and finishes at 6:05. And you also have a 10 minutes break he does in between. So whatever time you guys are going to tell me, you need to think about the 10 minutes break, what he gets. So what do you think the answer could be for number three? Number three, number three is B. That's good. Because from 5:15 to 6:15 is 50 minutes. Because if you look at the ones who don't know what we're doing, from 5:15 to 6:05 is 50 minutes. But remember, he has a break of 10 minutes. This is for this one I'm doing. He has a break for 10 minutes. So when he has a break for 10 minutes, your answer would be 40 minutes because we are going to have a break. The answer for this one is 40. Now, how many rectangles? Next one is how many rectangles of different sizes can be seen here? So we are looking at the diagram. Try looking at the diagram and see what your answer is. If you guys are looking, remember, if there are three in the front, there would be three at the back. So you have to think about that. Just don't think about the ones in the front. You have to think about the ones in the back. So they are telling you how many rectangles of different sizes can be seen here. So if you look at this is your first one. This is your second one. And this is your third one. This is the front, and you have three at the back. So you have three at the back also. So how many are there? There are six of them. So the answer for number four is E. So try doing the next one now. I've hidden myself so all of you can see the questions more than just looking at my face. That works better. So the next one is they are telling you a number has factors 2, 3, and 5. What is the smallest it can be? So they are telling you a number has a factors 2, 3, and 5. So these are the factors it has 2, 3, and 5. So it has factors 2, 3, and 5. What is the smallest it can be? So you need to think about the smallest it can be. So what do you think it is now? We are on question 5 now. If you have recently joined, so you need to think about a number. You need to think about a number in number 5, which is a factors of 2, 3, and 5, and the smallest it can be. So you have to think about the smallest number, which comes in the table of 2, 3, and 5. So what number you guys think it is? Good. All of you got the answer. 5 is C. You saw the wrong question. Okay, that's fine. Don't worry about that. So the answer for number 5 is 30. So we are moving on to number 6 now. In number 6, they are telling you what is the number, sorry, what is the answer that the number machine always gives. Think of a number. So when you have something like this, we do the opposite. So if they are saying subtract 4, you will be adding 4, take away twice the number that you first thought of, multiply by 2, then add 3, think of a number. Can you refresh your page because it's working now? So what do you think it is? Number 6, if you guys want, okay, let me just zoom in a little bit. I've done a lot of zoom for you guys now. You can see it now. So what is the answer that the number machine always gives? So what do you think the answer the machine always gives? We are on number 6 now. 6 is B. Let me just check the answer. Yes, you all are. If there is one answer that the machine always gives, we might try start. You always start with 0. So 03662. Other output produce the same results, 3.7. So your answer for number B is 2. All of you are giving the right answers. Let me just put down the answers for all of you. So the answer for number 6 is 2. So how we do it, if you remember, if we always start with a 0, you add 3, that's 3, and then you multiply it by 2, that's 6. In this one, you can't do the opposite like I was telling you guys. In this one, you have to do the way they're telling you to do it. And then take away twice the number that you first thought of. Then again would be a 6. And then they are saying subtract 4 from it, that is 2. So this is your answer, 2. So try going on number 7 now. In number 7, they are saying that a bouncy ball is dropped from a height of 160 centimeters. It bounces twice and each time reaches three-quarter of its previous height. How high does it rise on the second bounce? So basically, after the first bounce, the ball will rise to 120 centimeters and then to 90 centimeters. So what do you think the answer is? Because they are telling you drop the height of 160. So after dropping down, it will go to 120 centimeters and then it will go to 90 centimeters. Because they're telling you, we are just doing what they're telling us, what the ball normally does. So what do you think the answer is? Let me see if you guys, anyone has given the right answer for this one. Yes, 7B. Good. It's 7B. So the answer for this one is 7B. Because the ball also drops. You have to go the way the question asks you guys to do. So move on to number 8 now. In number 8, they are telling you baby fern is building a cube from individual smaller cube bricks. How many more bricks does he need to make a 3 multiplied by 3 multiplied by 3 cubes? So basically, we are on number 8 now. So you're doing 3 multiplied by 3 multiplied by 3. That cubes requires 27 smaller cubes. So Finn needs 27 because you're doing 3 multiplied by 3 multiplied by 3. That's 27. You're multiplying all of this. That becomes 27. Then you will minus it by 5 because they are asking you, Finn is building a cube from individual cube bricks. How many more bricks does he need? Because here, if you count, there are one, two, three, four, five. If you count this one here, there are 5 of them. And you just need to minus 27 minus 5, that's 22. So, how many more bricks does he need? He only needs 22 of them. If you are just thinking about the previous one, I think so all of you are. On that, after the first bounce, the ball will rise to 120 centimeters and then to 90 centimeters because I think so you all are stuck on this one. It's given here. Look at that. The ball is dropped a height of 160 centimeters, bounced twice, and each time it reaches 3/4 of its previous height. So if you are doing that, because they are saying after the first bounce, the ball will rise to 120 centimeters and then to 90 centimeters. So that's why we got the answer 90. Now we have done number 8. I hope you guys understood number 7 before now. And number 8 is that 3 is to 3 is a cube requires 27 small cubes. So finally you need 27 minus 5. That equals to 22 because they're asking you how many more cubes does he need to make a 3 multiplied by 3 multiplied by 3. So we have just done, we have multiplied that as 27. Minus is it how many more bricks does he need to make? So you need to think about how many more bricks he needs to make. That's 22. So now we are on number 9 now. In number 9, they are saying that I have I'm having a bath. I wait for a minute and then get out. I pull out the plug, letting the water drain away. Which of the following graphs graphs best known the depth of the water in the bath during this time? So what do you think the answer would be for number 9? Number 9, 9D, I think. No, it's not right. Anyone else got a different one? Remember, after I get out, the depth of the water will fall and most instantly they gradually as the water drains away. So you need to think about the graph because it's draining away. So the answer for number 9 is A, because you need the water also to go away. So the answer for number 9 is A. Because if you look at this one, water, you were also giving the time for the water to go away. So let's move on to number 10 now. Number 10 is number 10 is it does not make sense. I know it doesn't make sense because they are just telling you to guess will which one is more suitable for. On its roof, a police car has a three-digit number uh, dis- divisible by 7. An Alstrin dropping has covered the last digit. If you look at the last digit, that's been covered. What is the last digit? So you need to think about what is the last digit which is being hidden in the police van, basically. So which one do you think it is now? Because remember, they are telling you their three-digit number, which is divisible by three. So what you think it is? It's 2 4 something that's hidden. What it could be? They're only multiples of 7. Remember, they need to be also be the multiples of 7. 10 cannot be E. 10 is B. Yes, you got it right. If you look at this one, because you need to try putting it here. So if you try putting it here, the only multiples of 7 between 240 and 249. So you need to think about 240 between 249. The only multiple of 7 between these two, because you don't know what the number is, you normally do like that, would be 250. Oh, sorry, it will be 245, not 250. What am I doing? Will be 245. And you can try dividing it by 7 and see if your answer is also right or wrong. So that's why your answer for number 10 is B. I'm just putting some of your right answers. So let's move on to the next one now. The next one is the surgeon stands too long in the sun and gets confused. His troops are lined up facing north. Then he gives the order to right turn 17 times and his troops do so. In which direction are the troops facing at the end? So you need to think about which direction they are facing at the end. Because they're telling them to right turn. Try standing up, all of you, and try thinking what they are saying. Give the order, right turn 70 times, and his troops do so. Right turn 70 times. So you are moving in the 17 degrees angle, basically. So what do you think the answer could be? Yes, I think so. One of you got the answer. It's C. So 11 is C. Well then, guys. So let's move on to number 12 now. Number 12 is My local shop will make photocopies either of 10p photocopy if I make fewer than 50 copies, or for 7p per photocopy if I make 50 copies or more. I want to make 47 copies. How much would I save by making 50 copies instead? The cost for 45 single copies is £4.50, whereas 50 copies will be how much? In this one, you are just doing the cost for, because first they have given travel copies of 10 copies, fewer than 50p. So let's try thinking. I want to make 45 copies. So 45 copies, if one copy is 10p per photocopies, 10p is your price for per copy. So the cost for 45 single copies is £4.50. So they are asking you how much would be 50 copies. So 50 copies will be £3.50. 50 copies will be £3.50. So you just need to find the difference between both of them and then see it. What do you think the difference would be for both of them? The difference for both of them would be C. I think the answer is C, because you need to find the difference between both of them. Because 45 photocopies cost you £4.50, 50 photocopies cost you £3.50. Then you'll find the difference between both of them. 450 minus 350, that's £1. Because they're telling you the price for 45 copies is 10p, and if I make fewer than 50 copies, or for 7p per photocopy. When you increase the price, if you go for 50 copies, your price also decreases. You only pay 7p, and that's why 50 photocopies is less than 45 photocopies, and then you find the difference between both of them. So let's move on to the next one now. So try moving on number 13 now. Number 13, they are saying that a security camera is placed in the corner of a square room and can deduct burglars in the area shaded in the diagram. The two shaded lines from the corner go to the middle of each of the far sided. What fraction what fraction of the area of the room is the shaded area? So basically in this one, you need to tell me what area of the shaded is the room. Each of unshaded triangle occupies a quarter of the square as shown on the right. Can you look at that? So the fraction on the room which is in the camera can be deduct is, so basically what are you doing in this? You deduct is you're doing, this is a full is 1 minus 2 multiplied by half. That gives you guys only half. So half of it is only shaded. So your answer for 13 is C. To move on to number 14 now. In number 14, it's Polypack lives in a small town of 500 people. Every day, each person gets on polythene bag from the local shop. If all the people in the town decides to use their own bags instead, roughly how many bags would it be saved in a year? How many bags would you will save basically in a year? That's your number 14. In a year, how many days are there? Remember how many days are there in a year? That's 365 days. So town has 500 people. You just need to multiply. I'll try doing it here. 365 multiplied by 500 because there are 500 people in the here, and that will give you guys your answer because there are 365 days. So it's 365 multiplied by 500 to give you answer. So did anybody try doing that big calculation? Just try multiplying it by 5 and try writing two zeros afterwards. Yes, 14 is D. Good. That's good. You did the calculation. Number 14 is D. So let's move on to number 15 now. Number 15 is in 2011, a quarter of a million DVDs of a doctor. Why were sold? Why were sold? In 2012, the number of sales increased by 10%. How many people bought a Doctor Why DVD in 2012? This question, the way the question is done, number 15 doesn't make so much of sense. But basically, they are saying that a quarter of a million DVDs were sold. In 2012, they were increased by 10%. So, how many bought a Doctor Why DVD in 2012? So, basically, a quarter of a million is you need to think about a quarter of million. A quarter of million basically means that it's 2500 basically, and 10% of this is you need to find 10% of this. So 10% of this, what is my grave is what I'm doing. So 10% of one, two, three, four zeros. So what would you get that? I think it's P. It's D. And 10% of this is you need to find the 10% and then you need to add it. You need to add 250000 in what you get. So 10% of 10% of 250000 and 10% of 10% of 250000 and 10% of 10% of 250000 and 10% of 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 10% And 10% of this is, if you think the 10% of this, you need to find the 10% of 25000. So that would be 25, and you're adding it. This is not, you need to find 10%. And 10% of that is a quarter million is 25, and 10% of this is 2530. What am I doing? Remember your zeros, don't get confused the way I just wrote. Let me just do this one again. So you need to find 10% of that. And when you found the 10% of that, you got is 2530. Sorry, that was the first one. And 10% of that is, you need to add all of them up now. 1020, 30, 5, and 2. So you need to add this up now. When you add this up, then you will get your answer. Let me just put that here, because I think so. My logo is the one which is, so you're basically, I'll just put it here for you all, because my logo is the one which is hiding everything there. So basically, you're adding 2, 5. Let me think if I can move that away from you all. So basically, you're adding 2, 5. I need to put it somewhere else so you all can see. Let me just rub it out and just put it in a proper way so you all can read it. Let me use a text box here. So basically, you are adding 2500, and you're adding it with, that gives you guys. So basically, this is what you guys are doing. That's why your answer for this one would be a D. Good guys. So let's move on to the next one now. Number 16 now. Number 16 is, my name is Speedy. I really like her name, Speedy. It takes me 3 minutes to cycle to school, which is half a mile away from my home. What is the average cycling speed? So she's asking you, Speedy cycles half a mile in 3 minutes, and so 1 mile would be how many minutes, guys? If she does, if basically Speedy cycles, I don't know why this is so big. If she takes half a mile, if she basically takes half a mile in 3 minutes, in 3 minutes, then how much will she take for a mile? And 1 mile would be double of that. So basically, 1 mile will equals to 6 minutes. I want to put this down a little bit. Okay. So basically, if she's taking half a mile in 3 minutes, in 1 minute, it will take her 6 minutes. Sorry. So your answer for this one would be B. So your answer for number, because it gives you, see, it takes me 3 minutes to cycle to school. It's a half a mile away. It's already given here. Half a mile. She takes 3 minutes. What is my average speed, cycling speed? So they're asking you her cycling speed is. That's why the answer for that one is C. Sorry, it's B. So let's move on to number 6 now. Number 17. In number 17, they are saying that Isabel is taller than Sarah, Emily is shorter than Isabel, but taller than Sarah. Alice is shorter than Rachel, but taller than both Emily and Isabel. Whose height is the middle? Whose height is the middle for the group? So basically, what do you think it is now for number 17? Isabel is taller than Sarah. She's taller than Sarah. And which you think the answer is for number 17? If you're taking the sentence in order, using as shorter than, we have Sarah is shorter than Isabel, and then Sarah is shorter than Emily and Isabel, and finally Sarah is shorter than Emily, Isabel, Alice, and the last one is Rachel. So, what do you think the answer could be for number 17? Number 17 is Isabel. Because you need to keep doing what they're telling you in the question, keep going the way they're telling you who's shorter than what, and then get your answer. So now we are on number 18. In number 18, they are asking you each of the identical octagons in the diagram is 10 centimeters high and 10 centimeters wide and has an area of 64 centimeters square. What is the area of one of the shaded squares? So you need to think about what is the area of the shaded square. Let me just think what she's saying. Number 16, she's saying the answer is D. I think so, she's right. What did I write for 16? Oh, yes, you're right. Sorry about that. Number 16, guys, the answer is D. It's not 6. Let me just rub that out. I can rub this out. Number 16, your answer is D. It's not 6. Half a mile in 3 minutes is 1 meter, and 6 minutes. Half a mile in 3 minutes and 1 mile in 6 minutes. She takes 1 mile in 6 minutes. That's equal to 10 meters square. So that's we did wrong. Thanks for telling me. Guys, can you please correct this one? Number 16, the answer is 10 mph. I hope she's happy now. Now we can go on number 18. I was saying how I just thought they're asking in minutes, but they were not doing that. Okay, let's do number 18 now. Number 18 is each of the rental ostigon in the diagram is 10 centimeters high and 10 centimeters wide and has an area of 64 centimeters square. What is the area of the shaded square? So number 18 is you need to think about each of the rental ostigons in the diagram is 10 centimeters high and 10 centimeters wide. So they are giving you this and has an area of 64 centimeters squared. What is the area of one of the shaded squares? So you need to think about what it is now for number 18. So thinking of ostigon fitted into a square as shown on the right, one can see that each of the triangle has an area of 10 multiplied by 10 minus 64 divided by 4, that is 9 centimeters square. But each square comprises 4 triangles. So the area of each of the square would be 4 multiplied by 9. So what do you guys think the answer would be for this one? So for this one, basically they're telling you that basically you do it like this: 10 multiplied by 10 minus 64, and you're dividing it by 4. That gives you 9 centimeters square. But each, if you look at this, but each of the square comprises of 4 triangles. Each of them have a 4 triangle in it. So the area of each square is, so you need to find the area of each square. To find the area of the each square, that would be 4 multiplied by 9. That gives you guys 36 centimeters square. So your answer for number 18 is E. So answer for number 18 would be E. So let's move on to number 19 now. Number 19, they are saying that there are 18 chocolates in a sweet trust box, two of two each of 9 flavors. So there are 9 flavors of them. She likes only 6 of the flavors. If she picks a chocolate at random, what is the probability of her getting one she does not like? So what do you think the answer for 19 would be? 19 would be out of 18 chocolates, there are 6 is to 2, that's 12. So first of all, you would do that. 6 is to 2, that's equals to 12 of flavors that she likes. So these are the flavors she likes, of flavors she likes. So the probability of Swin from getting one she does not like is how much? Is basically 618, and you need to simplify that little more, and that you will get is 1/3. 19 is One third, because you look at the one she doesn't like, because one third out of 18 chocolates, there are 6 is to 2, that's 12 of the flavor that she likes. So the probability of the sweet truth getting one she does not like is 6 by 18. And then you have to simplify that little more. And when you do that, you will get your answer as one third. That's for number 19. So number 20 now is the diagram shows a translation of squares and equilateral triangles which could go on forever. Again, you have to give estimate answer what percentage of the translation is covered with the equilateral triangle. So what do you think? There are twice as many triangles as squares, but the height of an equilateral triangle must be rather less than its side length. Then combined area of two triangles must be less than that of a square. As a result, less than half of the translation is covered by triangles. Only option A is less than 50%. So basically you need a less than 15%. That's why your answer for number 20 would be a A. So try doing number 21 now. In 21, they're telling you Willie Stockland likes to display his tins of bins in just one large triangle pile. His shop window is 80 centimeters high and 42 centimeters wide, and his bean tins are 10 centimeters high and 5 centimeters wide. What is the largest number of tins she can display in his window? So what do you think the answer would be for 21? The largest possible piles of tins is it's 80. Given it's the highest is given to you guys, it's 80 centimeters. And the height of 8 tins, as this pile is also 8 tins wide, the pile will also fit wideways in the window. The number of tins in each pile is a triangle number that's given to you, and the 8 triangle number is, so what is the 8 triangle number is? 21, your answer would be 36. And the reason they're given, because you look at this, what they're giving, the highest number is given to you, it's 80 centimeters, and the height is given to you, if it's 80 centimeters, the height of 8 tins. So the height of 8 tins, and the pile is also 8 tins wide. The pile will also fit widthways to the window. The number of tins in each pile is a triangle number. So it has to be a triangle number, and the height triangle number is 36. That's why your answer for this one is 36. So let's move on to 27. Number 22nd, number 21, sorry, 22 is now Tom is at 12 o'clock. Tom is at 12 o'clock and Jerry is at 6 o'clock. At the same time, they both start to run clockwise with Tom running 1.5 times as faster as Jerry, at what number on the clock do they first meet? So basically, positions on clock face. So Tom runs at 12 and Jerry runs at 6. So let's make a triangle for you all to understand. Let me make a nice one. Let me rub this out. You just need to make something like this and try thinking how it works. Triangles are really bad. So you make something like that for both of them and see. If this is Tom, is T is Tom, and this is Jerry. If Tom starts at 12, Jerry starts at 6, and next would be 3, 8, 6, then this would be 10, and this is 9, 12, this is 12, 2, and the last one, second last, will be is 3, 4, and then it will be 6 and 6. So when do they meet together? Then at which number of the clock do they meet together? So the number of clock they meet together is 6. So the answer for number 2 is 6. So answer for number 22 is 6. So let's move on to 23 now. I hope you guys understood this. Just read the question how they're asking you and just keep going the way they're telling you to do it. I'm thinking how many questions are there? Oh, we got more, three more left. Let's finish this, guys. And because you all would be hungry now, I have a wooden cube whose sides measure 10 centimeters. I paint all over and then cut it up into 1,000 cubes, each of volume 1 centimeter square. How many of these cubes are painted on one face only? So, which one of them are the cubes painted on one face only are on the outside of the cubes but not in the edges of corners. So each of the six is, we are looking at the faces, it's 10 multiplied by 10. That's your faces. And the rest is, and faces will have 8 multiplied by 8 painted cubes. So this is your painted cubes. So total would be, you're just multiplying all of them. It's 6 multiplied by 8 multiplied by 8. That gives you guys 384. That's your answer for this one. Because you're saying a window, it's already given you 10 centimeters already given you. And what we did is we did that the cubes painted on one face only are on the outside of the cubes, but not at the edges or corners. So each of the six would be 10 multiplied by 10 faces will have 8 multiplied by 8 painted cubes. So the total number is 6 multiplied by 8 multiplied by 8, that would be 384. So let's do number 24 now. I think so. Number 24 is a little hard for you guys. I'll leave that for the time being. Let me see number 24. I'm leaving 24 because you won't get something like that. That's really hard. And again, 25 also needs little explanation. We can do 25. Let's try doing 25. Let's leave 24 because 24 is really hard for you guys. You won't get anything like that. There's lots of calculation in this one. So let's try doing 25. Kim writes all the counting numbers from 1 to 100 in order without leaving any gaps. What is a 100 digit in Kim writes? So you need to think about the 100 digit what he writes. The first nine numbers in the single digits after writing these dreams is 95. It's 95 digits left. So each number from 9 to 99 requires two digits. So after writing 95 further digits, Kim will have written another 45 complete two-digit numbers up to number 54. The one left right will be a 5 and the first digit would be a. So the answer for this one would be a 5. Did anyone get this one? If you're trying number 24, you can try yourself, but it's really hard one, so I won't do this one. 24 is not 24 is not 35. It needs a lot of calculation. That's what I'm telling you. Let's leave that because it's a lot of calculations for that one. 25, the answer is a 5. And the reason they have given that the first nine numbers are single digits. So you're thinking about, I can explain this one to you guys. They're saying the first nine numbers are single digits. Think about the nine numbers are a single digit. They are a single digit. So after writing these, Kim has 95 digit left. So after writing them, because you're doing 1 to 100, so 1 to 9 are single digit. So rest, he has 91 digits are left. Our digits are left. Each number from 9 to 99 requires two digits. So after writing 91 further digits, criminal have written another 45 complete two-digit numbers up to number 54. So basically, he is writing another 45 two-digit number. That's a two-digit number up to number 54. So up to 54 would be a two-digit number. Up to number 54. The one digit left will be, so what digit which would be left? Only one digit that would be left would be a 5. That's why your answer is 5 for this one. I left 24 because it's a lot of calculations. You can keep trying doing the answer. 24 because it's a lot of calculation. I left that one. The answer for that one, if you still want to try on 24, the answer is a 16. So guys, we are done now and it's almost time for your lunch now. So we are done for now and we are done for today. And if you guys have not liked the video, just try liking the video today. Rita, I think so. You can go through the paper again and see because you are getting really confused today. You can keep looking at that. And we are done for today, guys. Thanks for coming for live today and have a safe going back to your schools tomorrow. And try packing up your bags now for school if your schools are starting tomorrow. And I'll see you next week at uh, 6, 6 o'clock now. We won't be coming at 12:30 anymore, 12 o'clock anymore. We are done for today. Thanks, everyone. If you have not liked the video, just try doing it now. And I'll see you guys back on next week, Monday. Bye for now.